Hi there, my name's Jessica Hadaway, and today I will be discussing social skill interventions for children with autism spectrum disorder. So starting off, we're going to discuss what are social skills. The deficits will show as poor eye contact, failure to initiate social interaction, odd mannerisms in speech, reading nonverbal cues. Often when the child is young, this is the first thing that parents will notice as a sign of do they have autism. This can kind of be a struggle for parents and the child to form a connection. And as they age, this can make it so that they struggle to form relationships with their peers. And if not treated, can continue to progress until adulthood, which can cause them to continue to struggle to integrate with society and not be able to get jobs. So some interventions that I found, we start off with, these are the interventions that have been proven and shown that they work. We start off with modeling. Modeling is done between two individuals. A social situation is presented that results in a response from the target child. This method is more used with older children as they are then able to generalize these skills in other settings. So this could be modeling a handshake and then them transferring that into other settings. Next, we have reinforcement schedules such as fixed ratio, variable ratio, fixed interval, and variable interval. These are more popular with younger children, but you can use it for all ages. This is so popular because no advanced conceptual skills are required, and you can use a variety of reinforcers, so whatever will motivate that child the most, you can use as a reinforcer. Next, we have social stories. These describe a situation, skill, or concept in terms of relevant social cues, perspectives, and common responses in a specifically defined style format. So essentially, they're short stories written specifically for an individual that describe a specific activity and the behavior expectations associated with that activity. Like the example that I've provided, sometimes I feel frustrated or upset. It's okay to feel frustrated, but I need to stop and calm down. My work doesn't need to be perfect. I just need to try my best. When I'm frustrated or upset, I can tell Miss Ashley or Miss Holbrook, and they can help. These are more popular in school settings as the child can bring it home and have it to be used at home as well. Then we have music therapy. Music therapy uses music to develop new skills through singing, dancing, and listening to or playing instruments. Research has shown that children with ASD demonstrate different musical processing skills, such as enhanced pitch and melodic perception. And then also the rhythmic and structural components of music can provide external cues to help further organize, predict, and respond to their environment. This is also a popular method as it can be done in a group. So it can have all of the children interacting through music play. Now we'll move on to the technological methods. Most of these methods are either in prototype or don't have enough research to be applicable at the moment. We'll start off with social robots. These consist of a 24-inch touchscreen external color cameras and 2 computers. It can exhibit expressive behavior through body movements, a ring of color-changing light emitting diode lights, and a pair of animated eyes which allow the robot to make eye contact and speak with the participants. The computer itself has games that engage the children, and as they play the game, they interact with the robot. They speculate that such engagement will help improve children's social skills. Next, we have avatar-mediated interactive system. This uses avatars to mediate human-to-human interactions for social skill training in children through role-playing under various social contexts. It aims to allow children to practice social skills in a safe environment. It changes the dynamics of interactions based on the child's affective states, provides visual support for children to teach them different social skills. It facilitates learning, reduces the cognitive load on the interactor by providing real-time feedback with the child's affective states, and it suggests appropriate visual supports using a recommended system. Next, we have transitional wearable devices. These are soft, interactive social robots with powerful, reassuring features called transitional objects and wearable computers. They're soft to the touch and can be specifically designed for each child as different animals, and they can be worn around the neck, which represents a reliable source of soothing and confidence as children explore new environments. It also has actuators that emit light, sound, and vibrations in response to the child acting on its touch sensors. These devices, the nice thing about them is that they can be connected to tablets and can allow caregivers or therapists to to remotely intervene on the behavior in real time. So as I said earlier, one of the biggest issues is that these objects have yet to be fully researched enough for us to be able to use them. Ethically, we can use things that have been researched and proven effective. Most of those are in either the prototype phase or just haven't had multiple studies done to show that they are effective. So something that we as current ABAs, especially future ABAs, because technology has become such an integral part of our society, we can find ways to integrate technology into our work by taking these studies and replicating them and showing whether they're effective, or finding other means of using technology and building research around that. Then future ABA can replicate those studies. We must grow with our technological society. We also have the issue of generalization. I would say generalization probably is one of the hardest parts of teaching social skills. It should be one of the main focuses as well. There are many different reasons why children can struggle with generalizing social skills. It could be due to comorbid diagnosis that the individual may have, such as anxiety, or it could even be, which I've seen firsthand, parental involvement in the goal development. If parents don't believe that the intervention is going to be effective, then they're less likely to practice it at home. So we should be focusing on parent training, ensuring that they see how this can be effective, explain to them what will happen if this isn't effective, just help them to understand why we are doing what we're doing. Family involvement is essential for goals to work. And then more broad is society in general. Society doesn't understand ABA. I know from my perspective, my undergraduate was in speech pathology, and I never learned about what ABA was until well after I had already finished grad school. So the word needs to be spread about what ABA is, the good that it does. This can be done through speaking at maybe new parent of autistic children intervention groups, going to different maybe schools, like many different ways, blogs, but the word needs to be spread. As society becomes more understanding of ABA, but also autism in general, then they'll be more accepting of children that are working on those things. I know I've seen firsthand a client who is energetic and speaks loudly because he lacks that social skill training. And the kids literally looked at him and said, "Ooh, you're weird," and walked away. So people in general need to become more understanding of what they are facing in order for these children to learn appropriate social skills as well. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.